Silence, everyone. The court is now in session. Dear Abbatha, please state the topic of today's trial.
My friends, we gather here today to penalize the trespassing and dilly-dallying and shenanigans and tomfoolery of a human. Shut up. As is tradition in the Vale of the Fae, any unconstitutional trickery not done by the Fae themselves will be punished. This human before us has several charges against them, including but not limited to walking, breathing, having both a left and a right hand, wearing their skin, refusing to remove their skin, wearing too many clothes, wearing not enough clothes, and other such ridiculous things, as is the way of humans.
So, in short, this human is found guilty of being a human.
How dare they!
I know. So now, let's get to the fun part, shall we?
We must consult the consultant of horror for our new and unique punishment. I call Rack to the podium.
Hello, my dear failings. I am honored to be here once again to terrify and disturb our human offenders. However, I have unfortunate news. After taking the time to consider all our options, it has come to my attention that we are running out of ideas.
Oh, shoot.
It seems that there is no spontaneous or exciting new punishment, at least that we can perform at this time on such short notice.
What are you saying, Rack?
We must reuse an archaic form of punishment.
Ladies and gentlemen, please, we will not let this happen. Give us a second to think.
Fill their organs with snail.
Calm yourselves, my friends. We did the snail thing 20 minutes ago. But do not fear. We have come to a unique conclusion, I think.
The trial continues. I now call upon Devonia, our Underlord. Devonia, please come forth to the podium. Devonia? Devonia? Is she even here?
I told you she never attends.
Damn it. All right, well, here's the verdict. You, human, and all of your humanness, will be punished by sending your soft, fleshy body to the Underlord. A true catalyst of fear, a creature that has never even seen the light, a thing of pure evil and chaos, an amalgamation of insectoid horror in the shape of a god.
She is in charge of the underworld. She's probably just going to eat you.
Sure. But anyways, here's to another successful and unpredictable verdict.
All right, that's it. Everyone can go back to committing crime now. Thank you. Come with me, human creature. It's time for you to meet your untimely doom. We must descend underground, where only the lowliest of inhabitants lie, those that can creep and squirm and wriggle, tangled within the gnarled roots of trees, never before seen by their blind eyes. This is a side of the Fae world not even the most lost have ever found. A lovely new punishment idea to add to the roster. Of course, you would care to know. But you are not the first. No one really knows much about the Underlord. The Fae down here are not like us up there. There's something much more sinister about those who've never seen the light of the sun or the paleness of the moon. She awaits in her lair, gripped with hunger, the clicking of long, chitinous extremities echoing in the darkness, waiting. I am so excited for you, and I'm sure she will appreciate something fresh to eat. Let's hope she enjoys your spontaneous arrival. Devonia, O great Underlord, keeper of the unwanted and undesirable, I have something unexpected for you.
Why are you here?
If you had been at the trials, which you never attend, you would have known. But regardless, we decided you and your underworldly, devilish ways, or whatever you do down here, would be a great new punishment for our human trespasser.
I'm very busy right now.
Perfect. I knew you'd need fuel for all your busyness. Here's a snack for you, your divine monstrousness. You have made for a very exciting and titillating trial experience, even without your presence. But I'll leave you to it then. I have more lives to ruin and children to steal. Enjoy.
So you're just my problem now? Well, this is annoying. Well, what were you charged for? Oh. So you are considered to be a human then? I guess that makes sense. What was your punishment? It's not what I think it is it? Of course it is. They think they're so unpredictable. But I'm guessing you want to know then if I'm going to eat you. I don't know yet. Do you think I will? Why? I see. Well, it's not clear to me yet. But until it is, I have to keep working. So you're just gonna have to come with me. Come on. Don't be scared yet. You don't know what's going to happen. But you can't stay here. You can sit on my shoulder. I want to hear everything you have to say. You didn't like that. Being touched by me. You became tense. Oh. And by that, you mean you think my hands are like insects. They are, in some ways, as is most of me. But I'd like to move away from that. I would actually like to start off by knowing your name. What is it? Oh. Interesting. And you must have heard what they call me. I'm called Devonia. They also refer to me as the Underlord, seeing as I take care of the world down here. Things under here are nothing like the way it is up there. It's a slow and quiet life. There's no day or night. It just is. Huh? No, I don't particularly encounter humans often. I've not ever been involved in anything in regards to you and your kind. Until now. What about the appendages on my head? Why? Do they bother you? Do you find them upsetting? Most folk do. Not everyone asks as boldly as you have, though. So tell me, what has brought you into the Vale of the Fae? How did you come to find them? You got lost. That explains why you were sentenced to die. That's a terribly human thing to do. Getting lost is absolutely something to be at fault for. It's preventable, is it not? So then why did you get lost? What was your error? I suppose that's valid, but it's not an excuse. Besides, only humans know how to get lost. Well, do you see anything else in life being lost? Everything else moves with intent, no matter how aimless that intent is. Like these roots creeping downwards. They have nowhere to go, but are exactly where they are supposed to be. There's no rhyme or reason to the direction they grow, but that doesn't matter, because they are always where they intend to be. As far as I know, humans do not have such intent. They know where they want to be, but not where they are. Am I lost? No. No. This is where I am. Always. And my work is my intent. I am always right here. Why do you ask? Do you think I'm lost? I can't be. You are foolish for thinking so. I would be more like you if that were the case. You know, I can feel what you're doing. If you keep inching yourself down my shoulder, you will fall off, and I don't know if I feel bothered enough to catch you. So just be mindful about that. Are you trying to get away from me? Well, what is wrong now? Well, yeah, I have wings along my neck, like those of a dragonfly. Every part of me is like this. I am held together by all sorts of unpleasant oddities. It's all I could manage to be. But if it bothers you so much that you must point it out to me every few minutes, then you may as well jump. And suddenly I've become tolerable to you. What else is upsetting you? Ugh, yes. My mouth splits down my chin. Is that what's disturbing you then? Right. Well, your mouth is proving to disturb me too. Anyways, this is my work. To take care of the trees and plants, and make sure they are at their best. And to care for the lives of the insects and creatures that live here and enrich the soil. But not all intent is harmonious, unfortunately. Well, just because humans lack intent doesn't mean they are harmonious in life. Quite the opposite, I would imagine. I don't mind that you disagree, though. Not at all. No one really talks to me, so it's nice. I'll admit I'm not as busy as I make myself out to be. I just prefer to be alone. Especially from the council. No, I never attend any trials. I don't recall ever having an invitation, so I'm not sure why they expect me. Sometimes I wonder if they've forgotten why I became the Underlord in the first place. But anyways, we're here. These are my quarters. When I'm not checking on things, I'm in here. Reading, writing, thinking. These are all my books. I was given only blank books, and since I never have anything interesting to do, I make my own entertainment by writing my own stories to read. Didn't take me for such a bookworm, huh? I don't waste away in the dirt and rubble all day. Well, come down now. Stay still on my writing table here so I can get a better look at you. And I guess you can get a better look at me. You're smaller than I thought you'd be. Unless I got bigger. No, it's not a bad thing. Most things are smaller than me these days. I think it's much more preferable to be your size. But, now that I've explained quite a bit for you, how do you feel about what I've told you? You're only still preoccupied with asking me about my appearance. All right. I think I've heard enough of this. You failed. I wanted to see who you really are, and you failed. You're hung up on the way I look. It affects you, I can tell. Has nothing I've told you mattered at all? I don't know why I hoped anyone else could be different. I thought maybe someone from outside of the world I'm from, and different from the Fae I know, something so unlike anything here, could maybe see me as something more. And I did have hope for a moment, when you sacrificed yourself so willingly. But the truth is, I don't like this job. I don't like being barred from the outside world. You were sentenced to be destroyed by me, but I also faced the council a long time ago. I didn't choose this life. It was forced upon me, because of how I look. But what they fail to realize is their forests wouldn't exist without me. I am at its roots. I guard its foundation. I am tasked to watch over their lives without ever getting to see them. But just like everyone else, you see a monster, don't you? I really wanted you to be different. And so for that, you have decided that I will eat you. No, it was your decision. You decide what you think. And if you think of me as some beast, then that's what I'll be. There's no point in being anything else if everyone has already decided for you. Every day I'm reminded that it will never change. So go on, follow through in what you believe, and feed yourself to me. Yes, if I am what you say I am, then there's nothing left for you. But of course, you're not going to walk right in, right? Because you can decide who I am, but you won't accept it either. And I still have to put in all the work. You made up your reality, why won't you live it? In your reality, I am a monster. A monster that kills its victims. So then own up to that, and walk into my mouth, and feed yourself to me. Go on. Wait. You can come out. I didn't think you'd actually do it. No one ever does. No one can ever admit to the assumptions that they make. Even after all I show them, and after all I share. And so again and again I kill them myself. Because that's all that's left for me. But now, I don't have to eat you. Well, because you do understand me. You do, right? I just wasn't sure. You seemed to be horrified just as anyone else would be. But you owned up to your expectations, and I take that as a great sign of respect. And especially since you offered to let me keep you, which surprised me. I did initially think that maybe you were giving yourself up to show that you received me as well. I wasn't really, Yeah, I now have the means to own dominion over your body. I do. Oh no, not because of the trial. The trial was to relinquish you to me. There was no obligation to keep you or kill you or anything of the sort. They just think that I would delight in destroying you. But I prefer to test those who stumble down here. Regardless, now that you've shown me that you are different than what I expected, I think I'd like to take you up on your sacrifice and own you. Well, because you gave me your name. Giving your name to a Fae is a bold choice, and it did intrigue me on your intentions. Oh no, you don't know mine. We Fae go by many names. The Council, unfortunately, know my real name. But I've been renamed Devonia. It was given to me to make me helpless to my work. It is a name that imprisons me in complacency, so I am not difficult for them. And I cannot leave. Even the ways in and out of this place are not built for someone of my size. Why do you think I am only an Underlord? I am nothing to them. I am beneath them. My only power extends to the roots and the worms and the unfortunate souls that find me here, or are brought here, and they never pass my test. I would think the most power I've ever had is right now, over you. But I don't want that to frighten you, even if giving your name was a mistake on your part. Please stay. I need you to stay. Even just for a while. This is the closest I've come to someone understanding me. Please stay. You will? Thank you. I promise I won't hurt you. I just want someone to talk to. But I have to know. What about my appearance bothers you? It seemed to bother you so much that you wouldn't hear what I'd say. Or at least, that's what I've always assumed. I know it's strange. I know. But is it so strange that I can't escape it? But that's not fair. Well, yeah, I guess your trial wasn't really fair either, was it? But it's all fair to those up there. I'm sorry, though, that it happened to you. Don't be sorry for me. They were right about me. They were always right about me. And I can't fault them for that. I will always look like this, and that is what I was punished for. But I just didn't want that to be it for me. I was okay with staying down here, as long as I could find one being who didn't think I belonged to it. I know I said earlier that all creatures and living things had intent with their lives, except humans. You were right about me being lost. But I feel like I was made to be lost. Does that seem familiar to you? Is that what happened to you? I'll be punished further if they find out I'm just as lost as a human. There's no way out of here for me, but there is for you, if I let you, which I will. But you have to be patient with me. What are you doing? Why do you walk back and forth like that? Pacing. Oh, I do that quite a lot. Are you thinking a lot? So am I. You must be overwhelmed. Are you sure you're okay? Well, come here. Will you let me hold you? It's alright. But what's wrong with you, though? Why are you thinking so much? You can't make sense of what the Fae do. It's not worth milling over. What happened to me was such a long time ago. I was just a typical Danishi. But I never looked right. Even then, my ears were not pointed. I was not colorful. I just wasn't what I should have been. But I was there to attend the needs of the council. And they tasked me with many things. And as time went on, I changed. I got worse. I got bigger. And they didn't like it. And before long, they decided I wasn't worth looking at any longer. And would be better suited to take up the role of the Underlord. So they wouldn't have to go underground anymore. They made it to the ways out were too small for me to leave. Or maybe I outgrew them, I'm not really sure. But they left me here to become something I don't even recognize anymore. But I deserved it. I did. They made it seem like it was my fault. And maybe I deserved to take care of the underground. Maybe that's why I turned into a monster. Right? Oh, please don't worry about me so much. It's more than I'm used to. Please, you mustn't let it get under your skin. You know, you seem like you're getting tired. Oh, are you? Oh, good. So then, do you think that this means that it's about nighttime up there? I don't know what time of day it is anymore when I sleep. Alright, this is good. I'm going to sleep then if you think it's the night. Well, I wanted to be reminded of when the night and day was since it's been so long. And I can try again to feel like I'm in tune with the world I'm missing out on. Thank you. But if this is true, then you have to sleep too. Oh, you do. I won't let your sleep become just as ruined as mine is. Come here. I only sleep on the floor. I'll put you somewhere nicer yet, but if you don't mind, I just want to hold you a little bit longer. I too have to think about a lot of things before I can find any rest. But please, you can sleep. It's okay. It's alright. It's important to me that you continue to sleep when you're supposed to. But as long as you're down here with me, I'll take care of you. I promise.